Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, thank you for joining me today. My name is Aisha. So today I'm going to be doing a full face using products that I never use. And there are quite a few products that I have that I never really reach for or use, just because I always stick to what I know and use my holy grail kind of products. So I thought it would be time to get back out all those products and use them for this video. And there are various reasons why I don't use some of these products, so I will explain that to you guys as I go along throughout the video. And yes, so before we begin, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below and ring the notification bell so you are notified every single time I upload. Right, so let's get on to the video. Okay, so the first product I'm going to use is a primer kind of thing. It's more like an illuminator. You can use it as a primer or also as like a cream highlighter. And this is the Iconic London Illuminator, and it's in the shade... Original? No. Don't even know. I think maybe it comes in one shade. And I have tried this a few times and I do like it. It gives a very, very glowy finish. It's just that it's a bit too dark for my skin tone. It's like a golden highlighter. I think maybe they do have other shades which maybe could be lighter and would be better for me, but I don't know. I just have this one. So, oh gosh. I think I put on way too much. I'm just putting like a drop on, oh gosh. So this is like an instant tanning product, so I might even put it on my neck. This could be a complete disaster. So I'm just gonna blend it. Wow, what am I doing? Extreme highlighter challenge. So yeah, this is like a golden bronzy product. And ignore how shiny I look right now. Well, this is where this video is going. Really shouldn't have used this. It's way too dark for me. Look how orange I look right now. But it's okay because we're going to cover it with foundation anyway. I'm just kind of using it as a primer, as I said before. And I look like the Tin Man, so that's great. It's quite nice on the body though. It just gives like a little glow. Right, so that's enough. And for my foundation, I'm going to use the Dior Forever foundation, and this is in the shade 20. And the reason I don't use this is because it breaks me out. Like, I love the finish. It's one of my favorite finishes. It looks beautiful, but it gives me spots. So that's why I never use it, because I don't want spots. Thank you, Dior. Didn't pay £40 to get spots. You know what I mean? But anyway, it is beautiful, and hopefully this will sort out the colour match. So I'm going to use my Blenderful to blend it out. It's got like a kind of semi-matte finish. Like, it does still leave a bit of dewiness on the skin. And because I've got that illuminating thing underneath it, I think it's going to be super illuminating. And this also, even though it's not super matte, it lasts quite well on my oily skin. And that's another reason I like it. It's got like a kind of natural finish, but still got good coverage and everything. Okay, so the concealer I was going to use was the Revolution Conceal and Define, and I put it on my under eyes and realized that it's actually all dried out because the lid wasn't was left open. But the reason I don't like that concealer is, even though it's so full coverage and it's so affordable, it just makes my under eyes crease so badly and look kind of dry and crusty. I don't know how to explain. But yeah, so another concealer that is kind of too drying for my under eyes is the Wet n Wild. This is the Photo Focus concealer, and I also don't use this just because it's way too light. It's like bright white, which actually could be good because I'm looking a bit orange. But yeah, the consistency is really nice. It's just a little bit too dry. So I'm just blending that out with my Tati Beauty Blenderful. I mean, if I got a darker colour, look how white that is. If I got a darker colour, I think I might like it. And I think it was like £3. So can't really complain for that price, I guess. Now that that's done, I'm going to go for powder. And this one I actually used to use so much. That's why it's like almost finished. Oh gosh, and it's still got the puff thing in it that I never used. So yeah, this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder, and this is the translucent. And the reason I don't use this is just because now I prefer a loose translucent powder. I always use, or even just a loose powder in general, I always use the Fenty Beauty powder in butter, and that's just my favourite, and it lasts so much longer than this, although this is way cheaper. And also, I don't know, it just doesn't really keep me that matte throughout the day. With pressed powders, I feel like you need to touch up more than you do with loose powders. I don't know if that's just me, but I have oily skin and I need some powder in my life. I mean, for a drugstore powder, this is not the worst. Actually, it's quite good. Oh, I was gonna cream contour, but then I just powdered. So I'm looking kind of white. And this is translucent, but I do feel like it just makes me look a bit ghostly. For my cream contour, which I didn't do, I don't know if I can do that now, to be honest, that I've put powder on. It's the Makeup Revolution Pro HD Contour Kit, and this is the light medium cream contour kit. And it's actually really nice. Like, they are a bit waxy, but for the price, this is so good. The only reason I don't use this is, one, I don't cream contour very often. And two, when I do cream contour, I use my Iconic London kit, which I've really been loving. I mean, we could try a little bit, right? I think I'm just going to go in with this shade here, just because it's quite cool toned and it's actually quite nice. It does blend quite nicely. And the colour's pretty good too. So if you're on a budget and you're looking for a cream contour, or even like if you're not on a budget, this is a good cream contour kit. Okay, we're getting some colour back into my ghostly face. Like, it started off super orange, super tanned, and then I just became a ghost. So that looks kind of a bit too intense. I'm just gonna take some of that powder and try to clean up a little bit and also set it. This one, I feel like I brought it down a bit too far. And I'm not really using this to contour, just to add a bit of colour to the centre of my face. Next, we're gonna go on to powder bronzer, and I'm gonna use the MAC Give Me Sun. Firstly, I broke it, so that was not nice. But basically, it's usually like a dome shape, but now it's just flat because it all cracked. But the reason I don't use this that often is just because it's very warm toned and I'm pretty pale and it looks way too orange on me. When I have a tan, I actually can use this and it's so nice. But yeah, this is for more scanned. This is for way more tanned skin tones, I would say. If you like the orange look, then this is good for you, but I don't know if I'm going for orange, to be honest. Orange stripe on my face. Should have really fake tanned before this video. Oh goodness. Oh dear. That is why I don't use that. I have a bronzer helmet. Okay, we're gonna put this all over my chest. Well, I was hoping that this makeup would actually turn out okay, but apparently not. I bet when you guys saw me put on that illuminator, you're like, what the hell is she doing? Okay, I mean, in person, I just look really tanned. On camera, I look patchy AF. So please ignore that. That's why I don't use that. Thank you so much. I know. We need some blusher. I'm going to use this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush Palette. Like, I love the Hourglass Ambient Lighting blushes. My favorite is like Dim Infusion, which is not actually in this palette. It's like I've got the single version. The reason, I mean, actually I love these two shades is this one I don't really ever use just because it's like really cool and purple toned. And this is going to be a complete disaster putting it on my face right now, but I might have to try. So this one is in the shade Luminous Flush, and look how beautiful they are. Like, the reason I got these was just because of how pretty they are. They are really expensive, but the formula is actually really nice. Okay, actually that's not that bad, and they have, yeah, like a sheen to them because obviously they are luminous blushes, and I'm not the biggest fan. Wow. Shiny blushes. If this is the first video you've ever seen on my channel, I don't usually look like this when I do my, I mean, I hope not anyway. I don't think I look like this when I do my makeup. That is awful. I mean, we need some on the nose just to kind of be homogeneous. And I don't know if I actually could make this work. So help, please. Now we're going for highlighter. And there are like a few highlighters I don't use just because I really love the Ofra ones and that's basically all I use. But I have a few. One I hardly ever use, I used to be obsessed with, is the Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. This was an OG. Also another OG is the NARS Albatross, and I don't like this. Just because of the tone. I think it's like a weird, it's like a white with a golden reflect to it, and I don't know, I just don't find it intense, but We're gonna try it. Okay. I mean, it's not as intense as I would want a highlighter to be, but this could actually be a quite nice everyday highlighter. It's just a little bit too gold, but seeing as I'm super orange today, it's actually going quite well with the skin tone. It's just, yeah, usually it's too gold for me. But yeah, I mean, it's not so bad. It's just not my favorite. I'm gonna use this really dry, really pale concealer to prime. Anyway, the eyeshadow palette, I actually love it. It's amazing. And the only reason I don't use it is because I broke it like 2 days after I got it, and that is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette. Like, look at that packaging. It's so beautiful. And I love it. It's so good. Like, the color story is amazing and the shades are amazing. Her eyeshadows always blend so well. And obviously I don't use it just because it is all smashed. I mean, not all smashed, but like the shimmery shades are smashed. I know I can like use rubbing alcohol to press them down again, but I'm just too lazy to do that right now. So I'm going to be using this. And I don't know what I'm going to go for, to be honest. I think I'm going to start with Supreme, which is like this matte pink shade here. I'm taking that Supreme shade on a fluffy brush and putting it into my crease. So beautiful, like these shades just blend so easily, and I'm obsessed with all of the colours. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything too complicated, hopefully, because I'm over this already. Like, this makeup look is coming straight off after I finish this video. I mean, most makeup looks do, to be honest, because in quarantine, don't really sit around with my makeup on unless I like really love it and I'm feeling super glam. Do you guys love TikTok? I love it. I'm like obsessed, especially in quarantine. Like, it gets me through the day. There's that TikTok like, yeah, just spend like 10 hours doing my makeup just to rub it all off. So now that I've got that on, I'm going to take the shade Big Pinker, which is like a burgundy shade. I really don't want to drop all the shade, but yeah, it's this one. And I'm going to put that on the inner and outer corner because I think I'm going to go for a halo eye. And I literally just said I'm not going to do anything too complicated. And then I decide to do a halo eye, but actually, hopefully it won't be too difficult. Like, how well do those shades blend together? Yes, Jackie Aina. I didn't even know who you were before I bought this palette, and then I bought it and I was like, okay, might as well search who you are. She's so famous. How did I not even know about her? Okay, as I said, also on the inner corner. Now, I'm going to take Big Wig, which is right next to Pinker. It's like a cool toned kind of purple shade, and just try to add a little something. I'm literally doing this eye look so quickly, so please don't mind me. Okay, blend some of that Supreme pink shade around, and in the center I might just take a tiny bit of concealer. I don't know, can I be bothered? Actually no. And I'm going to take the shade, it's called Zam, and I can't show you because it is completely smashed, so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do this. So I'm just using my finger to apply that. And then this one. Okay, and then I think I'm going to add Trust Issues, which is like kind of silvery, but I don't know, I kind of just want to put that right on the center just to add something extra. Liking that anyway. And then I'm just putting some more crease shade, blending more, and I think that will do for now. Okay, and then for the lower lash line, I'm starting off with the same shade, the Supreme, and that's the pink shade in the palette, and I'm gonna just put that on the lower lash line. Okay, and then I'm going to take the purple shade, which is called Big Wig, and just kind of put that on the outer portion of the lower lash line. And actually on the inner, I'm kind of copying what I did on the upper lash line. Like, I want to create a halo effect. And then also Trust Issues, which is that like white silvery kind of shade. Just copying what I did on the upper lash line, and then in the center I'm mixing those two together. For eyeliner, I don't have one that I don't use because I just throw them away if I don't use them, but I'm just going to use the NYX liquid liner, the matte black one, and I'm just lining the upper lash line. I'm also just going to quickly line the waterline with this is MAC Black Track Gel Liner. Okay, so my eyes are like starting to water, so before I put on mascara, I'm going to go for lips. And I'm going to use the NYX Lip Lingerie, and this one is in the shade Embellishment. Oh gosh, please don't water, thank you. One is in the shade Embellishment and the other one is in the shade Teddy. And I do like these. I just have so many liquid lipsticks that I just don't reach for them. They have kind of like a moussey texture, and I don't know, they feel kind of rubbery. I love the shade range though, because they are just all nude, and I love a good nude. And I also love the applicator. It makes it so easy to line the lips because it's kind of like flat at the top. Okay, I kind of like this like cool toned purpley kind of shade, and they aren't patchy at all or anything like that, and they are easy to apply. But yeah, they like dry down matte super quickly. Okay, so for mascara, a mascara I am not really reaching for is the Mega Volume Baby Roll Mascara from L'Oreal. And the reason I don't reach for this is because I bought the waterproof one and it's almost impossible to get off my eyelashes. And I am not about that life. I just don't like waterproof mascaras in general. So now I don't have any brow products or false lashes that I don't use. So I'm just going to do my brows quickly off camera and apply my false lashes. And then I'll be back to show you guys the finished look, which is basically this, but I just need brows and lashes. Okay, bye-bye. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I mean, I don't love it. I quite like how the eyes turned out. I'm really sad that this palette is broken. I also really like this liquid lipstick, like not just the color but the formula. I think I need to really use my NYX Lingerie liquid lipsticks much more. The bronzer, maybe when I'm more tan. NARS Albatross, again, if I was like a more golden skin tone, it would be okay. The blush, too cool tone, too purple. The concealer, too ashy, too white, and kind of drying. I mean, it hasn't actually creased that badly, so that's good for now anyway. And the foundation, I love it. As I said, I can't wear it because it breaks me out. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. And if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button down below. And let me know what you think. What are some products that you never use, or like that you hate, absolutely hate, or that maybe you like and never use or reach for, and tell me why. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.